We talked about the gospel earlier, the good news. The enemy of this world has blinded us from the good news of God, but here is the good news, simply stated. It is by grace that you have been saved through faith. It is the gift of God, not by works, so that no one can brag, no one can boast. So the way that we get uncracked, the way that we get restored, the way that we can recover the purpose for which we were designed is to accept the free gift that Jesus gave us when he was cracked for us. It's a gift that you and I never could deserve. It's a gift that you and I could never earn with church attendance or giving or helping people across the street or doing well for a season in our life. We all know, don't we, that we're broken. We all know that we can't measure up to God. We could try all these different numbing agents, but at the end of the day, isn't it true that none of us are superheroes? None of us have a cape in our closet to put on. We are cracked icons or cracked people. But through Jesus, we can receive the gift of forgiveness. We can receive the gift of restoration. We can receive the gift of helping our marriage get back on track and to have purpose in our lives and to have joy instead of anxiety. Now here's the really good news. If you're here today and you want to receive that gift, you can do that today. In your own prayer, in your own language, in your own heart, just to say, God, I need that gift. I'm cracked. I know I'm insecure. I know I've got shame. I know I've got guilt. I want to receive that gift. You can do that today. And if you do, the last part of this incredible passage says this: for we, not me, for we who have made that decision are God's, and some of you have this translation that says God's handiwork. Now, I don't know what that means. So that's a terrible translation. Here's the real translation. You ready for it? For we are God's masterpieces. Do you believe that? I know that, ladies, when you look in the mirror, statistics say that you've got 17 negative body images that you've got to fight through every single day as you look in the mirror. But when you look in the mirror through the eyes of grace and through the eyes of faith, I pray that this week that you would be reminded that you are a masterpiece exactly as you were designed. Photoshop models are not God's image. That's not God's standard for beauty. You are God's standard for beauty, because of the beauty that God is restoring within you to reflect his creation. You are God's masterpieces. When you look in the mirror this week, be reminded that what you see physically is not how God sees you spiritually. If you have received the gift of salvation, if you've trusted him and what he did for you on the cross, then you are God's son. Then you are God's daughter, and he is well pleased with you. He is, if you continue to worship, if you continue to lean into God and lean into faith and lean into prayer and spend time in his word, if you fight for that, you will increasingly reflect the goodness and the grace and the power of God.